very good evening to you folks. Thanks for clicking on to this UK and Europe video blog for this evening, the 23rd of November. And we've seen a pretty wet day across Scotland, less so further south through England and Wales. But certainly over the next 24 to 36 hours and beyond, we're going to be seeing pretty big changes across, particularly so across the northern half of the UK. We've got an area of low pressure that's starting to push northeastwards to the southwest of Ireland. And what that's going to do is it's actually not going to cross over the UK, but it is going to bypass the UK close enough that we're going to see very, very strong winds. First of all, over the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, of course, as well as Western Ireland and Northern Ireland as well. But the Outer Hebrides, we're going to be seeing increasingly strong winds through tonight. We're going to be seeing severe gale force winds, in fact, by the start of tomorrow morning. And those winds over the next 24 to 36 hours are going to gradually increase across all of Scotland. This area of low pressure actually has been particularly noteworthy, but particularly noticeable on the maps, the weather maps, and the reason being is we're seeing what is known as a rapidly deepening area of Atlantic low pressure. We're basically seeing a 50 millibar drop in pressure within roughly a 24-hour period. That is also known as a weather bomb in meteorological terms, because it's basically deepening and rapidly deepening, and it looks as if some of the charts are suggesting that this low will have a central pressure by over the next 36 hours of about 943 in millibars. That's comparable to a strong Cat 3 hurricane in the tropics. So a significant weather feature on the map, significant changes as well for the UK overall. Although we're seeing the high pressure over the continent remain persistent, we're seeing that weakening and the migration away from the UK with this high, and that's allowing this system, this feature, to impact the UK much more strongly than we would have seen had it been maybe a few weeks ago. Now we are going to be seeing this area of low pressure track and pass between Scotland and Iceland. What we'll see is we're going to see rain drift southwards across Scotland tonight. So we're going to see clearing skies over the Highlands and over the northern half of Scotland. As tonight wears on, we'll see the rain band that's drifting south through the central belt and into the southern uplands down into the north of England. That will then actually, we'll see a refreshing band of rain push in during the overnight hours. So although we're going to start to see clearing across from north to south across Scotland during the overnight hours, more rain will push in, and what we will see is that noticeably strong wind out of the southwest and west, probably touching severe gale force winds along the west coast of Scotland. As tomorrow wears on, as well as it being a wet day with intermittent, intermittent heavy rain, we are going to notice across Scotland that wind becoming stronger as the day wears on. Wouldn't surprise me, folks, if by around 3, 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening we're talking gale force winds across the country. Coastal areas, you would be concerned about perhaps gusts beyond 80 miles an hour. Thankfully, and this is the saving grace for the UK, because we need to be careful we don't what we wish for, and the reason being is the area of high pressure over Europe is allowing this system to drift to the northwest. Had this system drifted over the UK, we would have seen widespread damage, hurricane force winds, likely winds probably in excess of 100 miles an hour, perhaps even in some of the populated areas of the country. So it is a good thing this high pressure is over Europe. Unfortunately for Iceland, they might not be so lucky. It wouldn't surprise me if we've seen gusts beyond 100 miles an hour in Iceland, as this sub 945 millibar low gets very, very close to the island. Also, northern Scandinavia as well. It looks as if this thing's going to plough into the north and central part of Scandinavia, so Norway, is going to see significant winds from this system. Looking at temperatures, this is going to be also a significant change. Is the fact that by Friday we're going to be seeing temperatures struggling to get above 5 to 7 Celsius across Scotland, with a wind, a very strong wind that will make it feel very close to freezing during the day on Friday. And with that, we will see hill snow start to break out across many higher parts of Scotland. Not really down to low levels. It won't be cold enough. The air simply won't be cold enough. Although it will feel cold enough, the actual air temperature itself won't be cold enough. Further south through England and Wales, we're going to be seeing blustery showers, strong enough winds as well. But the real concern, folks, is across Scotland, where we will be seeing, I would say by tomorrow night, around this time tomorrow night, we're going to be seeing like 100 mile an hour winds on the coast, gusts perhaps to 50, even 60 miles an hour through the central belt, through the M8 corridor, as well as across the country as a whole. So a very active next 24 to 48 hours. Through the weekend, we're going to continue to see chilly conditions, also very windy conditions, and outbreaks of heavy rain as well. So continue to stay tuned to the weather blog at Weather and Climate through the eyes of Mark Vaughan. I appreciate you continuing to check out my stuff, and stay tuned and see what the weather has in store for you. Bye for now.